Well, hello, sports fans. This is Larry Eater here for RunBlogRun. This is our day-by-day review of the 2022 World Athletics Outdoor Championships being held at the University of Oregon in Eugene, Oregon, for the first time in the United States ever, yay! The crowds in the evening session are rocking. The crowds in the morning will get better each day. And we will do reviews of each session for your viewing pleasure. We have a sponsor, COROS. They're a performance sports technology company that do killer sports timing and training products, and they have a brand new training site, COROS.com. Check it out. My buddies who have tried the sports timing devices, which I call watches, love them, covet them. They think they're right. Emma Coburn is using it. Emma Bates is using it. Jeffrey Kemwarer is using it. Elliot Kipchoge is using it. Why don't you? So thanks again to COROS for coming on board as a sponsor of our World Championships coverage. And I hope you enjoy our reviews. Hey, sports fans, Larry Eater here. Here is the review of Day 2 of the 2022 World Athletics Outdoor Championships. Qualifying the women's triple jump first. And what's new there? Well, Yulimar Rojas, of course, leads 1472. Marianne Beck-Romanchik, 1454. Ana Lucia Tima from Dominican Republic. That was a big one. National record, 1452. Christine Michaela from Finland, 1448. Her PB, she made Finnish TV everywhere. Shanika Ricketts, 1445. And then a sixth place, Thea Lafond, DMA, 1439. I'll tell you, the second qualifying in the women's steeplechase was insane. Nora Jarutu, now from Kazakhstan, yes, she was born in Kenya, ran 9:01:54, almost got the championship record. Second was Workuna Getachew from Ethiopia, 9:11:25. Third was Moara Bouziani from Tunisia, 9:12:14, her PB. And fourth was our dear friend Emma Coburn, the gold medalist in 2017 in 9:15:19. Emma, Courtney Frerick, and the NCAA champion, Courtney Wayment, all made it into the final. It's going to be a big final, and I'm wondering how affected Nora Jarutu is. She's a talented athlete, but anybody who runs a 9-minute steeple gets beat up. So we'll have to see. Final comes up. 3 Americans in there. Should be fun. Women's high jump qualifying, Elena Valcherega from Italy, 193. Safini Sadaleva, 193. Ilya Gerashenko, Eleanor Patterson, Yaroslava Mahuchik, Daniel Stansu. I'm just double checking to see if our friend Vashti Cunningham, and I don't see Vashti Cunningham in here. Vashti Cunningham did not move on. That's totally surprising to me. Because it took 190 to move on. So no Americans in the high jump, women's high jump final. That's kind of sad. The men's 110 hurdle qualifying was interesting. In Heat 1, Trey Cunningham won in 13:28. He's the NCAA champion, remember? Represents the U.S. In Heat 2 was Grant Holloway, the defending champion, 13:14. He looked great. Heat 3, Asier Martinez from Spain, who's been around forever, 13:37. He won. Daniel Roberts was leading. And he hit 2 hurdles. He went down for the count. So he is out. He was also DQ'd at the World Champs in Doha. So the U.S. champion just went out in the heats, and that's really sad. Hansley Parchman, Olympic champion, 13:17. He won Heat 4, Heat 5. Devin Allen, who looked pretty ragged. He hit several hurdles. He just couldn't get his timing down. I hope he does better in the semifinals. 13:47, he made it through Heat 5. It's a men's hammer throw. History was made. Paweł Fajek from Poland, who has won the hammer throw 5 straight times now, won with a world leader of 81.98. He was battled by his teammate and Olympic champion, Wojciech Nowicki of Poland, 81.03. Nowicki's won everything except the World Championships. Fajek is a total rock star in Poland. I'll be posting some killer pictures of him. There's one picture of him sitting in a yoga pose with a hammer underneath him. The guy is out of his mind. He's got great tattoos, funny interview. And somehow I know that a bar in Eugene was filled with Polish throwers last night. Third place was Elbjørn Henriksen from Norway, 80.87. Quentin Bigot from France missed out on a medal in fourth in 80.24. Benj Halash from Hungary, 80.15 in fifth. Rudy Winkler was the first American in 78.99 in sixth. Daniel Hoff was the second American in 78.10 in eighth. And Alex Young was the 12th finisher, final American in 73.60. Good thing was we got 3 hammer throwers into a world championship final. Rocked. 10,000 meters is 25 laps. When a 25 lap race comes down to the last 15 meters and it requires roller derby physical skills, then you know you're in trouble. And that's what happened here. With 50 meters to go, Sifan Hassan, Margaret Chelimo Kipkembwa, Helen Obiri, and Latenzabet Gidey were together. There had been a big crew together, gone through at 15:20, and they got into the 14:40s for that last 5K. Gidey was trying to break Hassan. No one knew what kind of shape Sifan Hassan was in. She had run her only race this spring had been a 15:13 over at the Stumptown Twilight meet just a week before the World Champs. And the last lap was covered in 60.14. Latenzabet Gidey had to block off Helen Obiri. And look at the pictures. It's literally a physical block. Gidey wins her first gold at a World Championships in 30:09.94. Helen Obiri, 30:10.02. Margaret Chelimo, 30:10.07. Chelimo went by Hassan on the inside, and Hassan was fourth in 30:10.56. Rahel Daniel from Eritrea, 30:12.15, a national record for Eritrea. And in sixth was the Gehu Tai, who had led most of the way in 30:12.45. Alish McColgan was 10th in 30:34.60. Carissa Schweitzer ran a PB in 30:18.05. Carissa was in it till literally the last lap. It was, she was gutty. Alicia Monson just missed her PB, and Natasha Rogers ran 31:10.57 and 15th for a PB. So 3 Americans, 3 great performances there. Latenzabet Gidey, world record holder at the 5,000 meters and the half marathon, is going 102.57 in a half marathon. Ungodly. Now gets her first world championship medal. Men's 400 meter hurdle qualifying. Rai Benjamin won the first heat, 49.06. He kept it easy. Alison Dos Santos, 49.41, won the second heat. Karsten Warholm, he was the big question mark. 49.34 in the third heat. He was impressed. He got around. We'll have to see what happens there. Fourth heat, Rasmus Magi, Estonia, 48.76. I think he's going to be someone to watch out for. And Khalifa Rosser, U.S., won the heat 5 in 48.62. We still don't know what kind of shape Karsten Warholm's in. We don't know if his hamstrings will be able to hold up. We will have to see. Women's 100-meter heats opened up the evening session on day 2. What do we know about those 7 heats? There's going to be some fast running in the semis. Sharika Jackson won heat 1, 11:02. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price won heat 2, 10:87. She looked great. Elaine Thompson-Herah, 11:15. She's just doing what she needs to do. She doesn't care about running fast. She knows she's got to run fast in the semis and the finals. Marie-Jose Talou, 10:92. She looked good. That's her seasonal best. Looked the best she's done in a long time. Dina Asher-Smith's the one that blew my mind. The British runners looked okay this season. She ran a 10:84, her season best time in the 100. I think that she's going to be a player in the next round and the final. Aaliyah Hobbs won heat 6, 11:04, and Muji Kambunji, 10:97, the final. This is the way I think it's going to play out. Elaine Thompson-Herah, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, Dina Asher-Smith, Mujinga Kambunji, Melissa Jefferson to spoil. So it's going to be interesting. Now we get to the craziness, semifinal men's 100 meters. I tell you, man, it was interesting. Kini Sambini won in the first semi in 9:97. Trevon Bromell, 9:97. Only 2 from each semi went on. In the second semi, Fred Curley ran really conservative. Remember his 9:79 in the first round when we ran 10:02 here. Christian Coleman, 10:05. The defending champion, Coleman, looked pretty good. Oblique Seville, the young Jamaican who ran the fastest time by a Jamaican male since 1980, since Usain Bolt, went 990. Marvin Bracey, 993. Bracey is looking hot. That final is impressive. It's going to be very, very impressive. 4 Americans in the final. Well, Miltiadis Tentatoglou, the Greek Olympic champion and European champion, has one title he's never won, which is the World Championships, and he's going to have to wait another time. He was leading in the fifth round at 8:33, and Jian 8.32 meters, and Jinan Wang from China went 8:36. Now remember, Jinan's PB is 8:47. He just blew it out of the park. Miltiadis tried to come back, couldn't do it. Third place was Simon Ehammer. Yep, that's the decathlete who went 8:45 in a decathlon in Gotsis recently. He's just doing the long jump here, and he's going to do the decathlon at the European Champs August 15th to 22nd. That should be pretty cool, too. So the medalist, gold, Wang, silver, Tentatoglou, bronze, Ehammer. Chase Ely got into the ring in the women's shot put in her first throw and went 20:49. She put it out there. I wrote on social media that it was the Miklos Nemeth method. For all you young ones, Miklos Nemeth was a Hungarian javelin superstar. Everybody thought he was going to win something because his dad won the hammer in 1948. 1968, he didn't do shit. In 1972, he was okay. In 1976, in Montreal, he takes that javelin and he puts it out there 3.5 feet farther than the world record. First throw, totally wipes out the European champions, Olympic champions. They all choke. Chase Ely just about got everybody else to choke with her 20:49, except one, Li Xiaoguang. Li Xiao started out at 19:58 and on her fifth throw went to 20:39. 10 centimeters behind Chase Ely. Was Chase Ely nervous? Of course she was nervous. Possibly like a Christian Scientist with an appendicitis, but get over it. So Chase Ely ends up taking the gold in 20:49, giving the U.S. its first gold medal in the World Champs. Li Xiaoguang, silver. She was the defending champion, 20:39. Jessica Schilder from the Netherlands, 1977, and Sarah Mitten from Canada, 1977. And they gave the bronze to Jessica Schilder because of her best second throw. Men's 1,500 heats is always a lot of fun. First one was won by Ollie Hoare, 3:36.17. Samuel Tafara. Second, Andrew Koskakaran from Ireland. Timothy Chariot, the defending champion. Charlie Grethen, Neil Gorley, Ignacio Fontes, and Michelle Romies. And Cameron Provosat, who did not go on, was Cooper Tier in 13th place. In the second heat, Stuart McSween from Australia won in 3:34.91. Charles Philibert, Thibault, Canada, 3:35.02. Jakob Ingebrigtsen, 3:35.12. Jake Whiteman, 3:35.31. Mario Garcia in fifth. John Gregoric in sixth. Santiago Katroff in seventh. Tadis Lemmy in eighth. And Kamara Taki in ninth, and they all qualified. In the third heat of the men's 1,500 meters, it was won by Josh Kerr, the Olympic bronze medalist. Kerr, who runs for the Brooks Beast and is coached by Danny Mackey, wants to improve on his bronze medal, and he ran perfectly in the heat 3 today. He ran 3:38.94. Josh Thompson pulled the Steve Ovett move, came in on the inside, and somehow qualified, 3:39.10. Abel Kipsang, Kenya, the fastest guy in the world this year, 3:39.21. William Paulson, fourth, 3:39.21. Samuel Tanner from New Zealand, 3:39.33. Final qualifier, Mohamed Khatir of Spain, who wants to give Spain another world championship medal and take them back to the glory days of 1999 in Sevilla. They're going to party like it was 1999. Women's semifinals, 1,500, won by Gudafsa Gay for Heat 1 in 4:01.28. Following her, Laura Muir, Jessica Hall, Faruni Halou, Corey McGee, Winnie Chibet, and Marta Perez. Elle St. Pierre did not move on. She's suffering from COVID. She got just before the U.S. champs, and she just hasn't recovered. We wish her a speedy recovery. In the second semi, Faith Kipyegon won in 4:03.98. Hiruit Mashesha, Ethiopia. Sinclair Johnson of the U.S. in third. Georgie Griffith is fourth. Sophia Anui in fifth. Nazoni Tanaka did not move on. Gail Sabatini was DQ'd because she pushed Winnie Nanyando so deliberately 2 or 3 times. I think that Miss Sabatini could be an American hockey player. The final event of the evening was the men's 100 meters. It was tasty, tasty, tasty. The crowd, which totally filled up Hayward Field. First time I've seen the entire house that Phil built filled, and it was filled deservedly so. Fred Curley took the Olympic silver medal last year in the 100. Everybody thought, well, he's a 100-meter runner. No, he's a 400-meter guy. He's got a world championship medal, the bronze from Doha in 2019. This guy likes to run the 100, the 200, and 400, and quite frankly, he can do whatever he wants. Marvin Bracey got the best start, and I thought Marvin was going to win. Fred Curley did not unwind until about 80 meters and stayed calm and collective and focused and got by Bracey at about 95 meters, winning in 9:86. Bracey took the silver in 9:88. Trayvon Bromell, the bronze in 9:88. And Oblique Seville, kid I had picked to be in the top 4, 9:97. Akini Sabini, 5th, 10:01. Christian Coleman, the defending champion, 6th, 10:01. Akini Sani Brown from Japan, 7th in 10:06. And Aaron Brown of Canada in 10:07. Fred Curley does not badmouth people. All Fred Curley did earlier in the season when he was asked at the U.S. Champs, what does it take to be a great sprinter? He said, sprinting is about focus and toughness, and it's who's got the biggest balls, using the vernacular. Well, he showed he's got some brass ones. This guy is tough. He's coming back in the 200. I think Noah Lyle's got to look out. And I also say in the 4x4, if they can get that baton around, we are going to see some tasty relay running. But Fred Curley is a sprinter who lets his feet do the talking like Trayvon Bromell. The U.S. swept for the first time since 1991. The time before that, 1983, baby. Think about that. So it has been 31 years since we've had a U.S. sweep of the 100 meters. It was fantastic. It was glorious. It was great TV. I watched it on NBC and I watched it on Peacock. And so ends day 2 review. Thanks for watching and checking out Run Blog Run.